If you are building a home in 2026 and you have not seriously compared steel framing to wood framing, not just glanced at a headline number, but actually dug into the full cost picture across every phase of the build, you may be making a $40,000 to $80,000 decision without knowing it. The framing system you choose affects not just the framing line on your contractor's estimate. It affects your foundation design, your insulation strategy, your mechanical system layout, your insurance premiums, your maintenance costs over the life of the building, and your resale value in ways that most builders never fully account for before they commit to one system or the other. Today I am giving you the complete 2026 price comparison for steel framing versus wood framing on a 2,000 square foot home. Every cost category, honest numbers, regional context, and a framework that tells you which system wins for your specific situation. Welcome back to the Homes in Haven. Subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because this channel covers the real financial details of home building every single week. Not the marketing version, the complete version. Like this video if you're in the planning or design phase of a build and want to make your framing decision based on complete information rather than convention or assumption. Stay with me all the way to the end because the final section of this video gives you the decision framework that tells you specifically which framing system wins in your situation. And that framework accounts for variables that simple cost comparisons almost always ignore. Do not skip ahead. Setting up the comparison correctly. Before we look at a single number, we need to establish what we are actually comparing, because steel framing and wood framing are not interchangeable systems that produce the same building by different means. They are fundamentally different structural approaches that produce buildings with different performance characteristics, different construction sequences, different subcontractor requirements, and different long-term cost profiles. A comparison that only looks at the framing material cost is not a useful comparison. A comparison that looks at the complete impact of the framing system choice on every phase of the build and every year of ownership is. The steel framing option in this comparison is light gauge steel framing, cold form steel studs, tracks, and headers that are the residential equivalent of wood studs and dimensional lumber. This is the steel framing system used in residential construction as a direct structural substitute for wood framing, not the heavy structural steel moment frame of a commercial building or a barn dominium kit. Light gauge steel framing is fabricated from galvanized steel sheet formed into C-shaped sections in various gauges and depths, assembled with self-drilling screws rather than nails, and erected by framing crews with specialized training and tools. It is the system that most directly competes with wood framing in the residential construction market. The wood framing option is conventional dimensional lumber platform framing, the system that has dominated American residential construction for the better part of a century, using 2x4 or 2x6 studs at 16 or 24-inch spacing, engineered lumber headers over openings, and OSB or plywood sheathing over the framing. This is the system that most residential contractors know, most building codes are written around, and most residential subcontractors, electricians, plumbers, HVAC installers, have organized their tools and techniques to work within. Our baseline is a 2,000 square foot single-story home on a concrete slab foundation in a rural or semi-rural market. We are comparing the full cost impact of the framing system choice, not just the material and labor cost of the framing itself, but the downstream cost implications in insulation, mechanical systems, foundation, insurance, maintenance, and long-term value. The direct framing cost comparison. Let us start with the numbers that are most directly comparable. The material and labor cost of the framing system itself for a 2,000 square foot single-story home. Wood framing material cost for a 2,000 square foot home in 2026 runs approximately $18,000 to $32,000, depending on your regional lumber market, the wall height, the complexity of the roof framing, and whether you're using engineered lumber product for headers and long-span applications. Lumber prices have remained volatile since the supply chain disruptions of the early 2020s and continue to fluctuate with housing starts, mill capacity, and transportation costs. The $18,000 to $32,000 range reflects current market conditions, but has real variance depending on when and where you're building. Wood framing labor cost for the same 2,000 square foot home runs $15,000 to $28,000, depending on your regional labor market and the complexity of the design. Wood framing labor is widely available in most markets. It is the most common framing skill set in the residential construction industry, and competitive bidding among experienced crews is generally possible. Total wood framing cost, including materials and labor, $33,000 to $60,000. Light gauge steel framing material cost for the same 2,000 square foot home runs approximately $22,000 to $38,000. A premium of roughly 20 to 30% over wood framing materials in most markets. The steel material premium reflects the higher cost per pound of the cold-formed steel product relative to dimensional lumber, partially offset by the greater dimensional consistency of steel framing that reduces waste and allows tighter material quantity estimates. Light gauge steel framing labor cost is where the comparison gets more complicated. Steel framing requires a crew trained in cold-formed steel techniques, self-drilling screws rather than nail guns, different layout conventions, different structural connection details, and a different sequencing of work than wood framing. In markets where steel framing crews are common, commercial construction markets and regions where residential steel framing has established market presence, labor rates are competitive with wood framing. In markets where steel framing is uncommon, labor premiums of 20 to 40% above wood framing rates are typical because the limited availability of experienced crews allows them to command higher rates. Steel framing labor for a 2,000 square foot home runs $18,000 to $38,000, depending heavily on your market. Total light gauge steel framing cost, including materials and labor, $40,000 to $76,000. Direct framing cost comparison summary. Wood framing is less expensive in most markets by a range of $7,000 to $16,000 on a 2,000 square foot home. This is a real and meaningful cost difference, but it is also the cost difference that receives the most attention in framing comparisons, while the downstream cost differences receive the least. The downstream differences are where the comparison gets genuinely interesting. The downstream cost impacts that change the comparison. The framing system you choose affects the cost of every phase of construction that follows framing, and those downstream effects can narrow or reverse the direct cost advantage of wood framing, depending on your specific build conditions. Insulation is the first major downstream cost that differs between systems. Wood framing creates thermal bridges, locations where the wood studs conduct heat and cold between the exterior and interior of the wall, that reduce the effective thermal performance of insulation installed between studs. The standard response to wood frame thermal bridging is continuous insulation on the exterior face of the sheathing, an additional layer of rigid foam or mineral wool that breaks the thermal bridge and improves wall assembly performance. This adds $4,000 to $9,000 in material cost on a 2,000 square foot home. Light gauge steel framing has worse thermal bridging than wood. Steel conducts heat approximately 400 times more efficiently than wood and requires more aggressive thermal break strategies to achieve equivalent wall assembly performance. The standard solution is a thermal break between the steel stud flange and the sheathing, plus continuous exterior insulation, an approach that adds $6,000 to $12,000 in material cost above the basic framing insulation. However, and this is the nuance most comparisons miss, a properly thermally broken steel frame wall assembly achieves a more predictable and consistent thermal performance than a wood frame wall because steel does not warp, shrink, or create gaps as it ages. The long-term energy performance of a well-detailed steel frame wall is more stable than a wood frame wall that has experienced several years of moisture cycling and dimensional movement. Pest and moisture resistance creates downstream cost differences that compound over the ownership period rather than appearing as a single construction cost. Wood framing is vulnerable to termite damage, wood boring beetle damage, and moisture-driven decay in ways that steel framing simply is not. In termite-active regions, which includes most of the southern United States where barn dominium and alternative home construction is most active, termite treatment and ongoing termite protection for a wood frame home costs $1,500 to $4,000 a construction and $300 to $600 annually in ongoing treatment contracts. Over a 30-year ownership period, the cumulative termite protection cost in a high-activity region runs $10,000 to $20,000. Steel framing has no termite vulnerability. This is not a construction cost. It is a lifetime cost that the steel framing option eliminates entirely. Moisture damage to wood framing is a more variable risk. It depends heavily on construction quality, flashing details, and site drainage. But wood frame walls that experience moisture intrusion from any source are vulnerable to mold, decay, and structural degradation that steel frame walls are not. The cost of remediation when wood frame moisture damage is discovered, which often requires opening walls, removing damaged framing, treating for mold, and reframing affected areas, runs $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the extent and location of the damage. Steel framing corrodes rather than decays, and the galvanized coating on cold-formed steel framing provides meaningful corrosion resistance in most residential environments. The risk profiles are different. Steel is not immune to problems, but the failure mode is different and generally slower developing than wood decay. Insurance cost differences between steel and wood framing are real, but market variable. In regions where fire risk is elevated, wildfire-prone areas of the West, high-density urban areas, steel framing's non-combustible characteristics can qualify the home for meaningfully lower fire insurance premiums. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners has documented premium differences of 5 to 15% between equivalent wood frame and steel frame homes in high fire risk markets. On a $3,000 annual insurance premium, a 10% reduction saves $300 per year, or $9,000 over a 30-year ownership period. In low fire risk markets, the insurance premium difference is smaller or negligible. Foundation cost is one downstream area where steel framing creates a modest cost increase rather than a savings. Light gauge steel framing is heavier than equivalent wood framing. Not dramatically so, but measurably, and the sill plate connection between the steel frame and the concrete foundation requires different anchor bolt spacing and embedment than wood framing. In most residential applications, this difference is minor, $500 to $2,000 in additional foundation detailing cost, but it should be noted as a modest upward pressure on the steel framing total. The 2026 market conditions affecting both systems. The 2026 construction market has specific conditions that affect the steel versus wood framing comparison in ways that were not present 5 years ago and that are worth understanding as context for the cost numbers. Lumber price volatility remains a significant planning risk for wood framing in 2026. The structural lumber market has experienced dramatic price swings over the last several years, prices that more than doubled during peak demand periods and then partially corrected as supply chains normalized. Current 2026 lumber prices are stabilized relative to the peak, but remain higher than pre-2020 baselines, and the risk of another spike driven by housing demand, mill capacity constraints, or transportation disruption is real. Steel framing material prices have been more stable. The cold-formed steel products used in residential framing are manufactured from recycled steel scrap by a domestic industry that has been less subject to the supply chain disruptions that affected lumber, and that relative price stability has value for a builder trying to hold a construction budget firm through a multi-month build process. Labor availability is the other 2026 market condition that materially affects the comparison. The skilled construction labor shortage that has been building for over a decade has not meaningfully improved in 2026, and the wood framing labor market in many regions is tight enough that experienced crews are booking months in advance and commanding rates that were not common in the market 5 years ago. Steel framing labor is also affected by the general skilled labor shortage, but the crew specialization required for steel framing means that the available pool of experienced steel framing crews was never as large as the wood framing labor pool, which means in markets where steel framing is uncommon, finding an experienced crew can be more challenging than finding an experienced wood framing crew. The net effect of these 2026 market conditions is that the direct cost advantage of wood framing over steel framing has narrowed relative to historical norms. Lumber price increases have reduced the material cost gap, and labor market tightening has produced competitive pressure on wood framing labor rates that has partially closed the labor cost gap in many markets. The comparison in 2026 is closer than it has historically been, which makes the downstream cost factors, insulation, pest resistance, moisture resilience, insurance, and maintenance, more decisive in determining which system delivers better lifetime value. The complete cost summary. and the decision framework. Let us bring the full comparison together into a complete cost picture. Direct construction costs plus the downstream and lifetime cost impacts for a 2,000 square foot home in a typical rural or semi-rural market in 2026. Wood framing total direct construction cost, framing materials and labor, $33,000 to $60,000. Additional insulation for thermal bridge mitigation, $4,000 to $9,000. Termite protection over 30 years in a high-activity region, $10,000 to $20,000. Moisture damage risk reserve, variable, but a reasonable 30-year provision in a wet climate is $5,000 to $15,000. Insurance premium savings relative to steel, negligible in low fire risk markets, meaningful in high fire risk markets. Wood framing 30-year total cost in a high-risk environment, $52,000 to $104,000. Steel framing total direct construction cost, framing materials and labor, $40,000 to $76,000. Additional insulation for thermal break and continuous insulation, $6,000 to $12,000. Termite protection over 30 years, $0. Moisture damage risk reserve, lower than wood, reasonable provision, $2,000 to $5,000. Insurance premium savings in high fire risk markets, $5,000 to $12,000 over 30 years. Steel framing 30-year total cost in a high-risk environment, $43,000 to $81,000. In a low fire risk, low termite activity, low moisture risk environment, the upper Midwest, for example, wood framing maintains its direct cost advantage and the downstream differences are smaller. In that environment, wood framing is probably the better financial choice for a standard 2,000 square foot home. In a high fire risk, high termite activity, humid environment, the Gulf Coast, the Southeast, the wildfire-affected West, the downstream cost differences significantly reduce or eliminate wood framing's direct cost advantage, and steel framing's lifetime value proposition becomes genuinely competitive. The decision framework is straightforward. If you're building in a low-risk environment with good wood framing labor availability and a tight initial budget, wood framing is the financially rational choice. If you are building in a high-risk environment, high termite activity, high fire risk, high humidity, or any combination, steel framing's lifetime cost performance justifies its higher upfront cost and deserves serious evaluation. If you are building a barn-dominium or alternative home where steel framing is already part of the structural system, the incremental cost of consistent steel framing throughout the interior is often lower than switching to wood framing for the interior partitions, and the uniformity of material through the building has genuine practical advantages. The most important single input to this decision is an honest assessment of your specific site's risk environment. Not a national average, but the actual termite activity, fire risk, humidity, and moisture exposure of your specific location. That honest assessment, combined with real contractor quotes for both systems in your specific labor market, will give you the information you need to make the right call. If this comparison gave you a more complete financial picture of the steel versus wood framing decision than anything else you have found, hit that like button right now. It helps this content reach more builders who are making this decision and deserve the full picture. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we cover real construction cost comparisons and honest building decisions every single week. Drop a comment below and tell me, which framing system are you leaning toward for your build, and what is the single biggest factor driving that decision? I read every comment, and I genuinely want to help you think through your specific situation. Share this video with your builder, your architect, or your build partner. The Downstream Cost Framework is the conversation that most pre-construction meetings never have. Build with complete information. Build with confidence. I will see you in the next one.